friends, this is Normal here for Technique, and in this video we're going to do the detailed review of the ASUS Zenfone 3 Laser. So ASUS Zenfone 3 Laser is a successor of ASUS Zenfone 2 Laser, and this device was announced along with the ASUS Zenfone 3. So ASUS Zenfone 3 Laser comes for a price of rupees 19k. So the exact pricing is 18,999, available on online as well as offline, and this device comes with an upgrade to the existing ASUS Zenfone 2 Laser. So in this review we'll talk about various aspects of this device, and we'll decide whether this device is really value for money and is worth the upgrade over the ASUS Zenfone 2 Laser. So without any further delay, let's get started with a detailed review. So first step, let's see the design and build quality. So design wise, the ASUS Zenfone 2 Laser came with a plastic finishing, but now with the ASUS Zenfone 3 Laser, ASUS has gone in for a completely metallic chassis, and you can see it's a unibody design with curved edges on all the sides, and gives a quite decent feel altogether. It's not really a great device in terms of the design and build quality. So you can see there are lots of similarities with the Xiaomi's Redmi Note 3 with the curved edges. We have the camera unit at the rear panel, we have laser autofocus, dual tone LED flash, we have a fingerprint scanner at the rear panel which has quite a different shape, and the ASUS branding at the bottom. On the right side of the device we have the power and volume keys, and on the left side we have the SIM tray. The SIM tray is a hybrid SIM card, so you can use 2 SIM cards or 1 SIM card and a micro SD card. And on the top we have this 3.5mm audio jack, and at the bottom we have this micro USB charging slot along with the speaker unit. The front panel houses the 5.5 inches Full HD display, and it's an IPS LCD panel along with a 8 megapixel front facing camera, the usual set of sensors, and 3 capacitive touch buttons if they are not backlit. So that is the design element of this device, and it's a quite decent looking device out there with good build quality. And one of the good aspects about the ASUS Zenfone 3 Laser is that it is quite lightweight for a 5.5 inch screen size. It's also slim, and the weight of the device is distributed uniformly, which makes it quite good in hands and easy to use because it's not a heavy device. So that is the design and build quality of the ASUS Zenfone 3 Laser. So overall it's a well-built phone, but design isn't anything extraordinary out there. Now let's move on to the display. So this phone comes with a 5.5 inch screen size. We have a 2.5D curved glass, and there is a Corning Gorilla Glass protection on the display, and the display looks quite vibrant, colorful, and also sharp. The viewing angles are also really good, and the sunlight legibility of the display is also really good. So display is definitely one of the good aspects about this device, and the touch response also feels really smooth. So definitely this is one of good display on this price segment, and we don't really have any complaints about the ASUS Zenfone 3 display. Now moving on to the software and the performance aspect. So first let's talk about the software. So this phone comes with updated Zen UI, this is Zen UI 3.0. So over a period of time ASUS has done a lot of tweaking with the Zen UI, and this now looks much better, and it's quite responsive as well. It's a heavy UI with lot of apps included. You can see there are lots of bloatwares included, third-party apps are included, which ASUS could have definitely avoided, and some of these third-party apps are not uninstallable, they can only be disabled. They do take up a lot of space, unnecessary space. That's one major issue with the ASUS Zen UI. But apart from that, the Zen UI looks quite good. There are lots of added features. You can see there is icon packs, Zen UI theme, lock apps. Then we have a lot of preferences and options to customize the look and feel of this device. So it's quite a feature-rich UI which offers added features as well. If you look at the settings panel, it's again a customized panel where we have added features like Zen Motion, ASUS customized settings, fingerprint scanner is also included. There is an easy mode, kids mode. So these are some of the additional options available, and there is also a lot of battery optimization modes in the UI. So Zen UI definitely one of the feature-rich UIs, but one thing what we didn't like about the UI is the amount of bloatwares or third-party apps installed by ASUS. Now talking about the performance of this device, so this phone is powered by a Snapdragon 430 octa-core chipset, which is coupled with 4GB RAM and 32GB internal storage. While there is an upgrade in the processor when compared to the ASUS Zenfone 2 Laser, which had a Snapdragon 410 chipset, it is a 430 chipset on the ASUS Zenfone 3 Laser. But having said that, considering the pricing, which is almost 19k, the chipset is in the best available out there. Snapdragon 430 is a budget chipset, and this is also powering the Xiaomi's Redmi 3S Prime, which is priced almost half the pricing of the ASUS Zenfone 3 Laser. So that's one area where the ASUS Zenfone 3 laser misses out because the processor is in the best out there for this category. But having said that, the processor performs quite well in day-to-day tasks. There is no major lags or issues, and it's pretty smooth performance all around. But when you push harder for heavy multitasking, running too many apps in the background, that's where you can see the 430 struggles a bit. But there is plenty of RAM. There is 4GB RAM to for most of the needs, and the UI and performance looks quite decent, but it's not a powerful chipset by any means. Now looking at the benchmark scores of this device, you can see it's close to 45,000, which is not really a great benchmark score for a device priced almost 19K. Now gaming performance of this device was quite good. We played all the heavy graphic rich games on this device and we did not see any major lags, although we did encounter a couple of frame skips, but not a major issue to cause an unpleasant gaming experience. So overall we would say the gaming experience on the ASUS Zenfone 3 was quite good. Now talking about the fingerprint scanner, which is located on the rear panel, the fingerprint scanner is quite well implemented, and you can see that it does perform pretty well when you want to unlock the device. It does the job pretty well in unlocking the device. Apart from that, you get added features for the fingerprint scanner, including taking pictures or opening the camera app. So these functions can be configured from the settings menu. Other than that, this phone comes with 32GB storage, out of which around 22GB is available to the user, and there is a hybrid SIM card, so you can expand the storage via micro SD card. And this phone comes with dual SIM cards, both are 4G enabled and VoLTE supported, so you can use the device with 4G LTE SIM cards, and Geo SIM card is supported on this device. Now talking about the call quality and the speaker performance, the call quality was quite good on this device. The speaker is located on the rear panel. You can see this is the area where speaker is located, and the speaker performance was quite good. And there is also an outdoor mode in the settings. When you're playing music, you can always switch to outdoor mode. So overall the speaker performance was quite good and more than satisfactory. Now let's move on to the camera performance of this device. So this phone comes with a 13 megapixel rear camera. We have laser autofocus, dual tone LED flash, and a front facing 8 megapixel camera. Now the camera interface is quite feature rich. We have lots of modes very similar to the ASUS Zenfone 3, and there are lots of options to explore if you want to get the better out of your photos, like HDR Pro, low light mode, night mode, FX, there is professional mode. So lots of modes are included, and it's a pretty feature rich camera. Now talking about the camera samples taken with this device, the camera samples have come quite good with bright sunlight. The camera samples have come great, good color reproduction, but at times the photos do get slightly saturated, but that has been the case with most ASUS phones. But other than that, the camera quality looks quite good, and in daylight conditions we don't really have much to complain here because the camera performance was quite good. And even in low light experience, we would say it's a decent camera, if not the best, but definitely one decent camera to choose if your priority is camera, and does perform quite well. The selfie camera is 8 megapixel shooter and does again a good job with selfies. We would say it's quite a decent performer in the camera performance. Now finally talking about the battery. So this phone comes with a 3000 mAh battery, and there is no fast charging included. It's a default standard charger which is included with this device. When we tested the battery performance, we found that it could get you through 1 day of usage with moderate usage, and there are some battery optimization options available. Along with that, there are different power save modes which helps you get better out of your battery, because there are performance mode, normal mode, power saving mode, super power saving mode, and you can also have a customized mode. So battery isn't a really great thing on this device, but it won't disappoint you. It's a decent performer in the battery segment. So that is a detailed review of the ASUS Zenfone 3 laser. So what do we think about this device? So this phone is priced 18,999, so that's definitely a high price for this device, because you get only Snapdragon 430 for this price. If you consider the pricing, you can see Lenovo Z2 Plus, there is La Eco, La 2, La Max 2, which is again priced 17,999, and there is Xiaomi Mi 5, ASUS Zenfone 3, which has this 5.2 inch screen size, is priced at 21,999. So there are lots of better devices out there in this segment. If you're willing to spend 19K on a device, there are better choices available. And these choices have better processor. Almost all of them have Snapdragon 820 chipset. So when you consider that ASUS Zenfone 3 laser isn't really a great buy at this price point, but if you're looking for a decent performer with 4GB RAM, plenty of RAM is there, 4GB RAM, and you don't really feel any major issues. If you're not really worried about the specs aspect, it's quite a decent performer in terms of the camera, decent performance, the gaming is also good, the fingerprint scan also performs quite well, and decent battery performance as well. But at 18,999, it's definitely tough to recommend the ASUS Zenfone 3 laser. So that was a detailed review of the ASUS Zenfone 3 laser. If you do plan to buy this device, you have the link available in the description of this video. We also have other videos of the ASUS Zenfone 3 laser, mainly the gaming performance, the camera review, the tips and tricks, and also the detailed FAQ on this device. So do check out those videos for which the links are available in the description of this video. So that's all guys, with the detailed review of the ASUS Zenfone 3 laser. Hope you liked this video. Don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.